What if I told you that you could plant a seed today and by this time next week, you'd already be eating it? Not next month, not next season, next week. Most people think gardening means waiting. You plant in spring, you wait all summer, and if the weather doesn't ruin everything, maybe you get a harvest in the fall. That's the lie that stops people from ever starting. Here's the truth. Some of the most nutrient-dense, expensive at the store crops on Earth don't take months. They take days. A few of these you can grow on a windowsill with no soil, no sunlight requirement, and no experience, and they'll be ready to eat before your Amazon package even arrives. Today, I'm counting down the 10 fastest crops you can grow, starting with the ones that'll surprise you, and ending with one that's so fast, so simple, you're going to feel almost stupid for ever buying it at the grocery store again. If you want real food independence, not the someday kind, but the starting this week kind, stay to the end. Number 1 will change how you think about food forever. Let's get into it. Number 10. Salad turnips. Hakare. We're starting the list with a crop most people have never grown, and honestly, most people have never even eaten. The Hakare salad turnip. Forget everything you know about turnips. These aren't the woody, bitter root your grandmother boiled for an hour. These are small, white, almost radish sweet, and they're just as good raw as they are roasted. You can eat them like an apple straight out of the garden. Here's why they make this list. From seed, you're pulling baby turnips in as little as 30 to 35 days. But it gets better. The greens on top are edible too, and they're ready even sooner, around 21 days. So you actually get 2 harvests off one seed. Fast greens first, then the sweet little roots right behind them. They love cool weather, which means most gardeners are ignoring the exact window when these thrive, early spring and fall. Direct sow the seed a 1/4 inch deep, keep the soil consistently moist, and thin the seedlings so each root has about 2 inches of breathing room. Crowd them, and you'll get a forest of greens with no bulb underneath. The best part? Almost nobody's growing these, which means almost nobody's competing with you for seed at the store, and almost nobody knows how good they are. You'll be the person at the dinner table introducing your family to a vegetable they didn't know existed, grown in barely a month. Number 9. Baby spinach. Spinach has a reputation problem. Everyone pictures the slow, leathery, mature leaves you buy in a bag. But if you grow it for baby greens instead of letting it mature, you cut the timeline in half. And the flavor actually improves. From seed to baby leaf harvest, you're looking at about 25 to 28 days. That's not a typo. Less than a month from a dry seed to a fresh salad. Spinach is also one of the most forgiving crops for beginners because it germinates in cool soil, tolerates light frost, and doesn't demand much beyond consistent moisture. Scatter the seeds thickly in a container or raised bed, cover lightly, and keep the top inch of soil damp until germination, usually 5 to 10 days. Here's the technique that separates people who get 1 harvest from people who get 5. Cut and come again. Instead of pulling the whole plant, snip the outer leaves with scissors, leaving the center intact. The plant keeps producing new leaves for weeks, meaning your first harvest at day 25 isn't your only one. It's just the first of many. Nutritionally, spinach is doing more work per square foot than almost anything else on this list. Iron, folate, vitamin K, and you're getting all of it in under a month using a container that fits on an apartment balcony. Number 8. Arugula. If you've ever paid $4 or $5 for a small plastic clamshell of arugula at the grocery store, this next one is going to bother you a little because it's one of the easiest, fastest, cheapest crops you can grow, and the store markup on it is almost insulting. Arugula goes from seed to harvestable leaf in as little as 21 days, 3 weeks. That peppery, slightly spicy bite that makes salads interesting? You can be eating your own in the time it takes most seeds to just germinate. It's nearly impossible to fail with arugula. It germinates fast, often within 3 to 5 days, grows in poor soil, and actually develops more of that signature peppery bite when it's a little stressed for water, so you don't even need to baby it. Scatter seed directly where you want it to grow, barely cover it, and thin as it comes up so the remaining plants have an inch or 2 of space. Harvest the outer leaves once they're a few inches tall, and like spinach, it will keep pushing new growth for multiple cuttings. One warning: arugula bolts, meaning it flowers and turns bitter, fast in hot weather. Grow this one in the cooler months or keep it partially shaded in summer, and you'll get cutting after cutting instead of one harvest followed by bitterness. Number 7. Cut and come again lettuce, mesclun mix. Lettuce feels like the most obvious crop in the world, which is exactly why most people are growing it wrong. They plant it, wait for a full head to form, harvest once, and pull the plant. That's the slow way, and it wastes most of the plant's potential. Grown as a loose leaf mesclun mix instead of a head, you're harvesting in 21 to 28 days, and you can keep harvesting from the same planting for months. Mesclun is simply a mix of loose leaf lettuce varieties, sometimes with mustard greens or baby kale mixed in, sown thickly together. You broadcast the seed over a bed or container, barely cover it, keep it moist, and within 3 weeks, you have a living salad bar you can walk out and cut with scissors anytime you want. The trick almost nobody uses: succession planting. Instead of one giant sowing, plant a small patch every 10 to 14 days. That way, while one patch is being harvested, the next is coming up behind it, and you never have a gap in fresh greens. Ever. This one change turns a lettuce harvest into a permanent lettuce supply. Keep it watered consistently and out of intense afternoon heat, and a single small raised bed can realistically replace your entire grocery store salad budget. Number 6. Baby bok. Choi bok choy is one of those crops that looks intimidating on the shelf but is almost absurdly easy to grow fast, and most home gardeners have no idea it belongs on a quick harvest list at all. Grown for baby-size heads instead of full maturity, bok choy is ready in about 21 days. That crisp white stalk and tender green leaf you'd normally stir-fry from a store-bought head. You can grow your own baby version in 3 weeks flat. It thrives in cool weather, tolerates partial shade, and does beautifully in containers, which makes it one of the best options for anyone growing on a balcony or a small patio. Sow seeds about ½ an inch deep, ½ an inch apart, and thin, so each plant has 3 to 4 inches of room once they emerge. The mistake that slows people down, waiting too long to harvest, hoping for a bigger head. Baby bok choy is meant to be harvested small. That's where the tenderness and mild flavor live. Let it go longer and it gets tougher and starts wanting to bolt in the heat. Steamed, stir-fried, or tossed raw into a slaw, this is restaurant-quality produce you grew in less time than it takes most people to decide what to make for dinner 5 nights in a row. Number 5. Radishes. Radishes are the crop every seed catalog uses to prove a point, and it's a valid one. Nothing teaches a beginner faster that gardening actually works. From seed to harvest, 21 to 25 days. Some varieties like Cherry Bell can be ready in as little as 3 weeks under good conditions. Here's what most people don't realize. Radishes are almost cheat code easy. Direct sow ½ an inch deep, an inch apart in loose soil, keep it consistently moist and thin if they crowd. That's it. No transplanting, no babying, no special fertilizer. The bonus most gardeners skip entirely: the greens. Radish tops are edible, slightly peppery, and can be sautéed like spinach or blended into pesto. So you're not just getting a fast root, you're getting 2 separate harvests off the same short-lived plant. Radishes also make an excellent living soil test. If they come up fast and healthy, your soil is in decent shape. If they struggle, you've just learned something about your growing space in 3 weeks instead of wasting a full season on a slower crop that would have told you the same thing. Just too late to fix it. Number 4. Green onions, regrown from kitchen scraps. This one barely counts as growing from seed, and that's exactly the point. It might be the single most efficient food independence trick on this entire list, because you're not even buying anything new. Next time you use green onions, don't throw away the white root end. Save about an inch of the base with the roots still attached, drop it in a small glass of water on a sunny windowsill, and change the water every couple of days. Within just 5 to 7 days, you'll see fresh green shoots regrowing from the top. Within 10 to 14 days, you can snip what you need for dinner. and the plant keeps regrowing again and again off that same root base, sometimes for weeks before it needs to be replaced. Eventually, you can transplant that root into soil for even stronger, more sustained regrowth, but the water glass method alone will keep a household in fresh scallions indefinitely, using scraps that were headed for the trash anyway. This is the crop to show someone who says they don't have a green thumb. There's no seed to fail to germinate, no soil to get wrong, just water, a windowsill, and something you were about to throw away. Number 3. Pea shoots. Pea shoots are one of the most underrated crops in home growing. Chefs pay premium prices for these tender, sweet pea-flavored greens, and almost nobody realizes you can grow a full harvest in under 2 weeks. Seed to harvest, 10 to 14 days. That's not a head start on a plant. That's the entire crop, start to finish, in less time than it takes a lot of seeds to even sprout. You're not growing peas for pods here. You're growing the shoots and tendrils for their flavor, which is bright, sweet, and slightly grassy. Incredible in salads, sandwiches, or as a garnish that instantly makes a dish look professional. Soak dried pea seeds overnight to speed germination, then sow them thickly, almost touching, in a shallow tray of potting soil, about an inch deep. Keep it moist and in bright light. Within a few days, you'll see sprouts. Within 10 to 14, you'll have shoots 3 to 4 inches tall, ready to cut right at the base with scissors. Because you're growing them so densely and harvesting so young, a single 10 by 20 inch tray can produce a genuinely useful amount of greens, grown entirely indoors in any season, regardless of what's happening outside your window. Number 2. Microgreens. We're closing in on the fastest crop on Earth, and microgreens are the closest competitor to the number 1 spot because depending on the variety, you're eating homegrown, nutrient-packed greens in as little as 7 to 10 days. Microgreens aren't a specific plant. They're a growing method. You take seeds like radish, broccoli, sunflower, or cabbage, and instead of growing them to maturity, you harvest them at the tiny seedling stage, right after the first true leaves appear. That's when the flavor is most concentrated, and according to multiple studies, the nutrient density is at its peak, often far higher per gram than the full-grown vegetable. Here's the process. Fill a shallow tray with about an inch of potting mix, scatter seed densely across the surface, thick enough that they're almost touching, mist to moisten, and cover loosely for the first few days to hold humidity. Once you see germination, uncover and move into bright light. Within a week to 10 days, you cut the entire tray at the soil line with scissors. 1 tray, 1 harvest done. No thinning, no long-term maintenance, no outdoor space required at all. This is the crop for someone in an apartment with 0 outdoor access. A single windowsill can run a rotating microgreen operation year-round, producing fresh restaurant-grade greens every single week without fail. Number 1. Sprouts, mung bean, and alfalfa. And here it is, the fastest crop you will ever grow, full stop. No soil, no sunlight, no garden, just a jar, water, and time measured in hours, not weeks. Sprouts, mung bean, alfalfa, lentil, whatever you choose. Go from dry seed to edible, crunchy, nutrient-dense food in as little as 3 to 5 days. Some varieties are technically snackable even sooner. The method is almost embarrassingly simple. Take a wide-mouth mason jar, add a tablespoon or 2 of seed, cover with a mesh lid or cheesecloth secured with a rubber band. Soak overnight in water. The next morning, drain it completely, and from that point on, just rinse and drain twice a day, morning and night. No soil, no sun, no watering schedule to remember beyond that. Within 2 to 3 days, you'll see tails emerging. By day 3 to 5, depending on the variety and your kitchen's temperature, you have a full jar of crisp, ready-to-eat sprouts, packed onto sandwiches, tossed into stir-fries, blended into smoothies, or eaten straight out of the jar. This is food independence stripped down to its rawest form. No electricity, no outdoor space, no growing season, no weather to worry about. If every grocery store in your city closed tomorrow, sprouts are the one crop on this entire list you could still be eating fresh food from by the end of the week, using nothing but a jar you already own. That's why it's number 1. It's not just fast, it's the fastest possible bridge between I have a seed and I am eating food, period. So there you have it. 10 crops, and not one of them takes a full season. Some take weeks, one takes days. Here's your challenge. Pick just one from this list, doesn't matter which, and start it this week. Drop a comment telling me which one you're trying first and check back in with your results. I read every single one. If this video showed you that food independence doesn't have to mean waiting months for a harvest, hit subscribe, because next week I'm showing you the crops that do the opposite, the ones you plant once and harvest for years without ever replanting. You will not want to miss that one. Until then, get growing, and I'll see you in the next video.